the best build that you guys can have. This build is going to help you wherever you're going to be. You're going to be able to take on enemies that are 5 levels above you. And if you're playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, you know what I mean. They can practically just hit you once and you are done. Not only are we going to be mobile, but also we're going to be dealing a lot of damage. We're going to be knocking out enemies. We're going to be taking one-on-ones, and also we're going to be taking on multiple enemies at once. And as you are seeing here in the footage, you're seeing how this build is synergizing well, because we're also getting our adrenaline also back at a faster level. And this is very helpful because not only you're going to be killing enemies, but the more you kill, the faster you're going to be getting stuff back. And also we're going to be able to show you where all the different 5 legendary items you're going to be able to find. And the great thing about this is you can find everything early in the game, and it's a build that so far I've taken on up to over level 24, which I'm at this moment, as you guys are seeing here in the footage, level 24 going against level 29 different enemies. Small, large, doesn't matter. This build can take on anything. So enough of the talk. Let me show you guys about what exactly and what weapons and which armor we're using. First, we're going to be taking a look is the Bloodshade. This is a legendary katana. Of course, level 24, but what we're going to be able to do is take advantage that it does come with a Affliction buildup. Is not lost over time. And the great thing about it is it comes with an 80% bleed buildup. So this helps out because you're never going to be losing the bleed build that you're going to be able to afflict on enemies. So that's going to help you over time. And of course, you're able to see there, we also added the instantly charged posture attacks after a volt. But that I was able to add from a previous legendary weapon, which I'll bring you guys another build. But maybe what you could focus on here is maybe getting back your adrenaline or having deal more damage against enemies that have armor. So next is the Death Whisperer. This is an amazing legendary Kusarigama. This thing deals amazing damage, and as you are able to see here, level 24, it's already plus 22 with critical damage. So that means that thing is going to be hitting at a more consistent time when that crit damage kicks in. And with our ability damage that we're going to be able to use with this, we're going to go up to 2273 damage. Going against higher enemies does help out a lot. And what the amazing thing with this type of Kusarigama is that it comes with 200% damage on enemy collision. So that means you could probably take out any enemy at any moment, at any time. Then after this, we're going to be using the Tools Master's Mask. This one, it's really good because it does bring back our adrenaline gain, which does help against all the other fights. And also we are, it does come with a Shuriken no longer break on hard impact, but we're not using this. But if you are going stealthy mode and you get caught while you were using this, this probably will help you if you're trying to knock down enemies using that type of tool. And we also have a 10+% damage on enemies, so that does help whenever we are using the whole entire build together. And then of course we're going to be using the Peasant cloth. These once again legendary item, but what this thing does is very, very cool. One thing is that it does damage with tools. It does give you that extra additional damage if you are using tools to be able to bring down one more bar. Comes very handy. And we also have equipped the 72 armor damage when hitting multiple enemies. Now, if the question is, where can I find all these other engravings? Tip I can give you is go to any of the vendors, gear vendors that you guys are able to find. If they don't have it, that means that you have to go back on another day or in another season, and I'm sure that that vendor will have it. That's what I used to do, and that's what I'm still doing on some of the engravings and that I'm able to purchase. I just go to the next day, couple of missions, come back, and there's another vendor. Vendor has those type of engravings. So also you can find them also in different chests as you are progressing to the game. Then after this, we got the tools. This one here, the legendary Trinket, which also gives us a plus 2% on tool damage per mastery point, which is really, really awesome. So as you guys are able to see that, we also apply the 20+% on adrenaline gain, because it is very important. If you have any other secondary engravings that do give back that adrenaline gain, I will encourage you to use that. And I'll show you guys another build that I have for Yasuke in a beginner's build, which practically breaks the game. That dude is just an adrenaline all the time, but that will be in another video. Now let's take a look at our different skills in our mastery items, where we are and what we're using. Here is my katana. I wasn't focused too much on it, as you guys were able to see in the fight, and also you're seeing it here in the background as well. I wasn't using it too much. What I focus on more, it was on the Kusarigama, and here is the full to this point. So far, I've invested, how many I've invested? It doesn't say, it used to say here, but I've invested over more than 20 points, I believe. Practically where you're going to go is, of course, unlock this. This is must, and then you're going to go this route. That whenever you're doing an attack, you also are going to be able to do an increase quick damage or strike for 40 additional percentage. Your second ability that you're going to be able to unlock is going to be the Swing Kusarigama. And as you guys are able to see there on video, I was able to use this, which dealt 8% ability damage per hit, pushing back struck enemies, which comes very handy when you are taking on multiple enemies. Of course, you guys probably know already, and from experience, that Naoe, she is not as strong as Yasuke, but so you do have to be careful at the same time. But using the Kusarigama does give you that leverage that you're able to take out multiple enemies and destroy them really quickly and deal a lot of damage, especially with this build. When you like kicks in, then you guys are able to do that amount of damage, especially if you're doing the ability at once. And then, of course, we're going to add the Affliction builder, increases Affliction buildup by 6%. And since our the katana already has the bleed buildup, hey, this just makes it even better. And then, of course, we're going to be using the last thing, which is the multiple target expert, increases damage when hitting multiple enemies by 15%. That is why this weapon rocks and is just OP when you are going against all those different enemies. Okay, couple things here. If you're for the Shinobi, we're going to be using the following skills. This is just to help us get away in case we get in trouble. We use this to go faster. This definitely the vault, which is part of the one of the perks within one of my builds. Within this build helps out a lot. And then, of course, this, you want to be as light as possible if you're jumping from buildings, trying to be as Shinobi. And this definitely helps you guys out with increased damage with ability by 9%. So this especially is going to increase your ability and your damage. And this, you're going to be able to take down enemies a lot easier in different ways. And then with the assassin skill tree, we have the following. Of course, the higher you have this, the better, especially when you're taking down bigger enemies. This will not work if you're going against an enemy that is like +5. In this case, I tried it. You guys saw it. It's not possible. Sometimes it is if the enemy is not catching you. But if they're about 3 levels or 2, this is possible. Then, of course, we got this if you got to do double assassination. But we are going to be able to do this bigger one. If you're able to increase this, try to go as high as in this whenever you are building any build in regards to Naoe, because this is going to increase your adrenaline chunks by 1. So the more adrenaline you have, the faster you're going to be able to get your special abilities, and that is why you need to increase that so be able to become very powerful early in the game. So here's the rest of the gameplay showing you guys where are all these different legendary armor pieces that are going to help you put this build together. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Okay, the first one is going to be located in this chest location. This is found in the open world. And as you are be able to open it, then you're going to see that this is where the trinket is located at. Now, the next one is going to be inside this castle, in the Amagasi castle. Of course, you guys got to defeat all the different type of samurai dashos. After you kill them, you just go to the chest, you open it, and there it is. That is how you're able to get this part of it. As you see there, it works for Tools Master. And then the next one is going to be in this ship. This is where you're going to find the Bloodshade Katana. That's for sure. All you got to do is kill everybody in that ship, and is going to be all the way to the top. Open up the chest after killing that guy that's guarding the chest, and then this is where you're going to be able to find the amazing katana, very OP. And then the next one is going to be the pleasant clothing that we're going to be able to rock. So able to see there, this one is really good because it does provide you with a lot of benefits. And then the last part is going to be in the castle that you see here, the Amagasi castle. And after you kill this enemy, you're going to get the Death Whisper. And this is an amazing Kanigama that you're going to be able to get. Very powerful, very OP. And once you complete that quest, then this is how you're going to be able to get it. You just got to defeat this enemy, which is the Onryo Wanda Karatak. Once you kill him, then there it is, the weapon. Very amazing weapon that you guys can get. You're going to be sorry about the sight section. My recording was bad, but overall, amazing weapon.